Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. Today is going to be a little bit different than normal. Usually I do quite like professional DIY sort of videos, but today I'm just going to be bringing you along with me on how to make a jacket. As I make the jacket, as I design it, as I make the pattern, I'll show you how I make patterns, how I design, my whole creative process, and then I'll show you the steps like how to sew it all together. So I've made two jackets that I'm gonna bring you through. One's for my son and one's for my daughter. So there's a smaller one. Like that, with a little hood. And a bigger one. I've made them entirely out of towels, secondhand towels from the op shop, and I just bought a zipper new. I was going to use one of the zips I have from the op shop, but they didn't quite fit properly, so I went and bought new zips. Yeah, I'm pretty excited to show you how this will go. If you've been liking these videos, please give them a like. Subscribe if you want to be kept up to date with new videos, and make sure you click the little notification bell. If you have any questions or comments or tips, just leave them in the comments below. And yeah, let me know if you want me to make a pattern of this jacket, because then I can make a pattern and pop it up on my website. Let's get creating together. Let's do this. I'm so excited to show you guys this process. For me, creating and making things gives me such a sense of satisfaction and like accomplishment, and it is so good for my mental health. Like, it doesn't matter how tired I am, I'll stay up an extra 2 hours at night and make stuff so that my cup is full too, so I can be the best mom I can be for my kids. And then they get to have matching jackets too, like, why not? So I have this suitcase full of towels that I have collected. I think I want to make it out of these. Yeah. These are really cute. Which side do you like better? That side or that side? I think I like this side. Yeah, I like that side. I think because it's got the blue on it. I like them. And we've got this one because it matches the turquoisey theme and a neutral. Should I use this striped one? We'll see. We'll lay it all out. All of these towels I literally just get from the op shop. So it was $2. It was $1. And I love it because it supports the op shops. And it's also not using new materials, it's recycling materials, and I'm making it myself, so it's slow fashion. I love it. Then I'm just gonna get one each of my daughter's jumper that's like a big kind of size that I like, and my son's jumper, and then I'll literally probably just trace them to make them. So that would work for his, for the body. Sage's is gonna have to be a little bit bigger because okay, it makes sense why this one was here now. So I want it to be a bit longer, and we need to leave enough room for a seam allowance. So this one I want it to be a bit longer as well, more like a good coat. So I've come up with an idea. I'm going to use one for the back and one for the front, so they'll be the same. Get it like this, and then kind of mark out where the shoulders are. That's where the neck is, that's where the shoulder is, that's where the sleeve starts. Where the sleeve ends. And just roughly trace it, hey? And then I like to kind of fold this down and get where that is in the middle. So it'll be about there for the back. And then just fold the sleeve in. Get where that is. Out there. Other side. Out there. Get rid of the jacket. And then just now I'm just going to do the small one. So marking the shoulders, shoulder neckline, shoulder neckline, then marking like the bottom. I'm gonna obviously make this longer. Then folding the arm in, just where that arm thing is. They're about the same. Folding the neck down. So I just traced that onto there. We want to make sure it's even, so I'm just going to cut it out, but I'm just going to cut out half of it and then I'll fold it over so it's symmetrical. And I've got my bottom towel and my top towel evenly. And just, yeah, fold it in half so you know it's like the right shape. And then we'll just cut that out. We have a small jacket bit. That's why it's important you need to fold it to make sure it's symmetrical, because it wasn't. And a big one. So I've just got my 2 towels here and I'm just going to chop them out. Okay, so I just cut that out. And there's our big one. Okay, so we got our big one and our small one. Now I'm going to make, I think, the sleeves and the hoods. So for the sleeves, I want this bit to be my end bit, so I'm going to have to fold it over again. I might have to cut it. So I've just folded it like this, and I'm going to need 2 sleeves for each of the kids' jumpers. So looking at the sleeve on this jumper, I think it's probably about half. So I can probably, okay, so when I'm looking at it, I want this bit to be able to go, so onto here. All good, so I might need it a little bit longer. So see, when I'm folding it, I'm kind of matching it up to there, so that arm bit's gonna sew onto there. So I've got it about that long, and I think that's probably good. So I'm just gonna trace the template onto there. Yeah, I'm just gonna put this on here and trace trace that pretty much just like that. It's not really very hard. Make it a bit longer because I want it to last her for a while. Up there. And we'll get our bit and put it on here. So I literally just get this bit, put it on here, and then we know exactly that it will match up. So I just trace it like that. Neaten it up a bit. And then I'll just cut that out. To get 2 baby ones out of these pieces. So I'm just laying the little jacket down. Tracing on where that is, marking up here where the sleeve is, and getting my small bit, line that up. And mark it along like that. And that's our small sleeve, so we'll cut that out. Okay, so now we've got 2 small sleeves, 2 big sleeves, 2 little jacket pieces and 2 big jacket pieces. Okay, now we've got a couple of hoods. So I've just got this other towel. I'm going to save the bottom bit for arms of something else later on. But for the hoods, it's really easy. I just use this bit as the front, like leave that to the front so it's already hemmed. Place the hoods of your already jackets on the thing and trace it. So guys, like, it's pretty simple. Leave a little hem sort of line. Fold it down. So there's one hood. And the other hood, the small one. Let's make it a bit hoodier. There we go, there's the hemline. Fold it down. There. And then we're going to chop them out. Little arms, little hood, little jacket. Little arms, little hood, little jacket. Now the best part, pockets. Pockets on these to be kind of big because they're like features. Like, I love the material. Well, it's a towel, but I love it. So I'm going to make this pocket about up to here. So the pockets are going to come up to about there. So to make the pockets, what I'll do is fold it in half, because we're going to have 2, like one on either side of where the zipper goes. So fold it in half so it's even. And then I'm just going to mark like a pocket line. So I've just marked out the pocket line. I'll cut that and then I'll just chop it in half. Now I've got 2 pockets. I've got the small one. With that one I just folded it in half and now I've got lots of pockets. But this one, pockets obviously aren't going to go all the way to the edge. So, half, then I'll just about where I want the pockets to be. I want them to probably be to about there. So I'll draw a line coming down. I think the other ones are out. Yeah. And then a line for where I'm going to cut the pocket. So because it's a little one, probably just like that. And there we go. Now I got the little pockets that are going to go on there like that. Cute. Okay, so we've got our jumpers ready to go. All cut out and organized. Let me know if you guys want me to actually make a proper pattern for this, or if you're happy just making your own patterns, because it's pretty easy. But if you want a pattern, I don't mind making a pattern too. Oh, I have an idea. I might do like diamonds on the back. Pieces, I have a bit of spare fabric, like this funky fabric that I like. Well, it's spare towel, but just got a few little bits left. So I think these bits can go on the big one, and these bits can go on the little one. And then we got a big bit and a little bit of this left. So we could make like a diamond, maybe, in the back. Which side do I like best? That side for Sage. Square, I'm just folding it like that. And then this bit I'll fold like that as well. So we know we got proper squares. We had enough for two of the same diamonds. So I'm here in my room where I make stuff. It's very messy, but that's okay. And I've got my son's jacket and my daughter's jacket. So I've set them out how I want the back pattern to be, and then I'm just going to use some hemming tape and the iron to get them where I want them, and so I can sew them without having to pin them, because I'm lazy and I don't like pins. So you just get it really hot, like you just put the tape underneath and then get it really hot and it'll hold it on. So it's just easier to sew. And so I've been looking through all my zips. I get them all from secondhand shops. And I've only got super long ones. Like super duper long ones, like for adults, or I have these two, which are both the same length and they're pretty short. So I don't really know what to do. These are the backs. I've stitched it on. I just use like a zigzag stitch. It's hard to see. Cute. I need to figure out what to do with these zippers. Or if I should just go to the op shop tomorrow and see if there's one that's the right size for Sage's. So we have the backs done now. We're just going to do the fronts. So the fronts are stripy. They need a zipper on each one. I feel like these zippers are like exactly the same length. Well, I'll make the neck come down a little bit further because it'll be the front of the jacket. So both the zippers aren't like as long as the jacket, but I don't think it matters if like the bottom bit is open a little bit. I just like recycling materials and zippers included. Okay, so I've cut the necklines out, and I think I'm just gonna have to go to the op shop tomorrow and try and find some more zippers because I think they'll look better with like full length zippers, like a lot better. So we'll do that, and then I'll come back to it. I should probably go to sleep now anyway because my baby's sleeping and I do need sleep. I didn't know the zips I wanted, so I went to Spotlight and I got the matching zips that are the right length for them. They're a little bit shorter, but not too much shorter. So they're pretty perfect. But this one was $5 and that one was $7. It was like $12 for zips. So I was like, mate, seriously? Oh. Now we got zips, so we can do this. The hemming tape and ironed the pockets on so that they stay. I'm gonna sew them on now. So yeah, I just didn't want to use pins because I find them annoying and fiddly, and yeah. Okay, so now I've got two fronts. I zigzag stitched the pockets. I zigzagged along there so it doesn't fray, and then just stitch them on. And we got the back, front, and back. Okay. So now we're gonna do the zippers. So I'm just gonna cut along here in the middle, cut down the middle, and then sew the zippers in. Cut them down the middle, and then we're just gonna put our zip on and kind of line it up where we want it. So I want that to just be just above that thick bit, and that's just coming pretty much all the way to the top. And I've lined up a small one as well. So then what we're going to do is we'll sew one side on first. So we'll put it like that. Line it up with the bottom bit. And then I'm just going to sew along here. Sometimes I'll just pop a few pegs on there just to help hold it in place while I sew it. But yeah, I'm just gonna do a straight stitch all along here. So as you can see, I'm sewing it like right sides together. As we get to the end, before we get to the zipper part, focus. Up to about there. Back stitch. And then we're going to take it out. And unzip it. Just so we can sew the last bit in that side. Now I've just put right sides together with the other side of the zip. And I'm going to sew along here. So then when I get a bit of the way in, I'll just back stitch and pull it out so I can pull the zipper back up. So I've re-zipped the zipper up and I'm just going to start sewing from here again. So then when we get to the end, we just make sure that it's lining up how we want it to, which it is. So that's good. So now we've got that sewed in like that. We're just going to top stitch, not back stitch, top stitch here. So we'll fold it out and just sew along here. So top stitch that side, and I'm just going to top stitch this side. So we sewed our zipper in and top stitched it on the big jumper. Now we're just going to do the small jumper. So we'll get the zipper and put it right side to right side on our jumper and just line it up where we want it to go. And then I'll stitch that in. I stitch it to nearly the end, then back stitch, pull it out and undo the zipper. And we'll just stitch all the way to the end. Okay, so we've sewn both the zips in. Got our two back pieces. We're just going to join our back pieces to our front pieces. So we'll put them right sides together. So that's the back piece. I'm going to flip it over. This is washable marker, so be able to wash it out. And then we're just going to sew here and here on the small one and on our big one. There and there. Okay, so now we've sewn our shoulder bits together. I double stitch them, like I stitch over them with a zigzag as well, just so that it's flat. Got our front and our back sewn together. Now we just got to sew on the arms. This is one of the only times I use pins. So just find your middle of your arm and we'll put a pin in there. So there we go, I've just pinned the sleeve along and I'm going to sew there. So it's just right sides together with the jacket. Okay, so we've got the arms sewn on the small one and on the big one. Now we're just going to sew in the hoods. So just sew in the hood, we're just going to unzip the jacket. I'm going to do the big one first. So you've got it the right side facing, and then we just got our hood, and we're going to pin it. Kidding, we're going to sew it up first. We're going to sew along there because there's the front of it. So we're going to sew there, and that's the bottom of it. Our hood's sewed up at the back. Now we're just going to place it, find the center, and place it right sides together with the center of the back of the jumper. Okay, so I pinned and sewn on both of the hoods. I put a little label in there. Now the next part I'm going to do is I'm going to turn them inside out and sew up the arms. So, okay, so our jacket will look like this now. We're going to sew along here. So we're sewing the arm and the body, and the arm and the body. So just sew along there. Okay, so that's the small one finished. It's so cute. I love it. And now I'm just going to double stitch this seam so that it is flat, like I have here, the zigzag stitch. Because I like the decorativeness of the zigzag stitch because it's in the turquoise color, as well as it just makes the seams, instead of making them poke out, it just makes them sit flat on the inside, which will be more comfy for the little munchkins that are going to be wearing them. Oh, they're finished. So, is this one, the hood, all tied. sleeves. Pockets. Another little one. Hood. Sleeves. Pockets. And the back is so cute as well. I love it. I love them. Yay! We did it! We made some jackets and I think they turned out really cool. I love them. Like, who would have thought? A couple of towels. And they're matching! I love it. I love the pockets. And I think I love the little design on the back as well. I love how that turned out. Anyway, I'm really happy with this. Let me know how you guys go. I'd love to see your creations. If you have Instagram, tag ocean_expressions. I can't wait to connect and I can't wait to see what you guys create. This is the stuff that just gets me so excited. Like, so excited. I'm so happy with how this turned out. So yeah, if you enjoyed this video, give it a like. If you think someone else would enjoy it, share it. Spread the love, spread the knowledge. Let's make stuff together. I love this. If you want to be kept up to date with new videos, make sure you click subscribe and click the little notification bell so it'll let you know when we're making new stuff. Big love and happy making.